I just finished creating a simple time tracker Notion template that makes it easy for freelancers and consultants to track their time on different clients and projects. I'm going to give you a quick tour of what it looks like, and if you'd like the link to the free template, just drop me a comment below. So let's get started. So first of all, I have clients and projects table. So basically, depending on how your business works, you might have a client that you do different projects with. So you could have a different entry for each of those projects, or you could have a client that you have one project with. So you could just enter the client name. It really depends on your business. And I put in a column for projected billable hours if you know what your billable hours are going to be for that project. And then based on that, the proportion hours worked will be updated based on your time tracker entries below. I'm going to show you in just a sec. So the time tracker is where you'll enter in the tasks. And then once you enter in a task, you will pick the client or project. So in this case, it's a SaaS company and it's a marketing operations project. And I like to have a category so I can know what types of work I'm doing and billing the most for. And by default, it will be billable, but you can uncheck that if you don't want it to be counted as billable. And you can enter in your hourly rate. And then when you're ready to get started, you just hit start timer and it will confirm that you want to start tracking your time. And you just hit yes. And then it'll say timer on here. And it'll also say timer is on here, just in case, so that you remember that you have a timer running and you don't just forget about it. So yeah, well, that will be running in the background and it will be updating here with hours worked. So this is actually hours worked, but you can also change it to minutes worked if you prefer, but I like having hours worked. And then it updates the billable amount and the start date of your project and the latest stop date. So this timer can be started and stopped multiple times, and it will add up all the different time intervals that you're working. So you can literally just use the same timer, start and stop, and it'll add up all the different time intervals, and you'll get your total hours worked and billable amount. So that's what the start date and latest stop date is. And then here I have some dashboards. There's a client project overview. So I have the billable hours, non-billable hours, and total billable amount. And then this is the proportion of hours worked so far on the project. And the utilization rate just tracks of how much of your time per client or project is billable. So 92% of my time worked on this project is billable, 8% is not. So that's just good information to have if you're interested in tracking that. And then here's the category breakdown for the current year. And these reports show the amount billed broken down by category. So in my case, advertising, marketing operations, content marketing, just so that I know. I really like to know this stuff. And one more thing is, yes, the timer running alert. This shows you if the timer is running. And when you turn off the timer, you'll get this warning and you turn it off. And it says timer off. And then here it also says timer off. I added in those confirmation messages just to make sure that you don't erroneously start or stop timers. You actually confirm that that's what you want to do. So if you'd like a copy of this template, just drop me a comment below and I'll send it your way.